Now let's head out to Chehalia, Orchards, Illahee, and Gila High to meet their new principals and find out what they have planned for their schools.
A new school year always brings many new faces to schools in the Evergreen district, and some of those newcomers are in the principal's office. This year's crop of new principals are bringing new ideas and a fresh approach to their schools.
So your total number is?
Like most principals these days, Elizabeth Brawley at Orchards Elementary is trying to spend less time in her office and more time in the classroom.
At Orchards, we're an emerging school, which means that we are struggling academically to make the appropriate growth that is needed for all our students. We do have a sense of urgency at Orchards, but we also have the best teachers and the best staff that they all work tirelessly. Everyone is stepping up and rising to the occasion, and they are excited to be doing this work.
Brawley and her staff are using electronic data to closely track student progress.
And what's great about the way we're looking at our data is that we're going to know if we're not on the right path. And so we're not going to wait until it's too late. We are looking at it constantly and making sure that kids are making their expected growth. And if they're not, then we need to look at, are we providing them the right interventions? Do we need to be doing something differently? And then we take a closer look at that student.
Brawley was an instructional coach and assistant principal at Image Elementary before coming to Orchards, and she was a classroom teacher in Arizona. One of her fresh ideas is the creation of a YouTube channel where Orchard students report on school events and tell fellow students about some of the rules and expectations at their school.
Make sure you leave the bark chips on the ground because it's not safe to pick them up and throw them.
And don't forget, Orchards All-Stars. Rock, rock, rock!
Good morning. How are you? Have a great day. Have a great Friday.
Erin Lusich is the new principal at Illahee Elementary.
We have over 700 smiling kids that I get to greet every morning and see off every afternoon. It's kind of two highlights of my day.
After serving as a classroom teacher for many years, Lusich became an instructional coach and later took an administrative position with the Evergreen District, serving as the supervisor of school improvement. She places great importance on reaching out to the Illahee community and encourages parent volunteers to spend time working with kids at school.
We have a very active, supportive community, and so one of the goals is to invite all voices to the table to hear the concerns and questions and thoughts and ideas outside of our building as well. So we've instituted something we're calling Coffee Talk, where we invite our community members in.
Lusich says collaboration with her new staff is the key to success at Illahee.
People joke and they laugh, but they very much take this work seriously. And both pieces are rewarding. It's rewarding to have fun, and it's also very rewarding to engage in really deep and challenging conversations around really complex issues. That can be really rewarding as well.
Like the other new principals, Greg Brown at Chehalia Middle School is also working closely with longtime staff members as he settles into his new job. He tries to meet with his administrative team every day.
I'm new to Chehalia. They both have been here for a number of years, so they're helping me in terms of the acclimation process. I'm relying heavily upon them.
Brown is a graduate of Mountain View High School and started his teaching career at Evergreen High. He also served as an associate principal at both Union and Heritage High Schools before coming to Chehalia this year. He's enjoying the challenge of transitioning from a high school to a middle school.
The middle school is where all the action occurs, right? You're at the crossroads. You've got cognitive development intersecting with physical development, intersecting with emotional and social growth, and I think it is the place where you can have the most impact on the trajectory of a student's life.
When he's not meeting with staff, Brown is dropping in to observe classroom instruction and talking with students to gauge their understanding of a lesson.
Yeah, I've been very intentional trying to get to know folks and try to help them support me in my transition to a new school and a new level.
How's school going for you? Are you freshmen or sophomores?
Freshmen.
Okay, how's it going?
Getting to know students is also a priority for Julie Tumulty, the very first principal at the new Henrietta Lacks Health and Bioscience High School.
One of my goals is to know every kid that's here. I want the kids to know who I am. I want to get to know them because I think it's important that we build those relationships.
Now, how were the symposiums today? Which one did you guys like?
Twice a month, Gila High holds symposium days where students hear from professionals representing many different healthcare fields.
We want to give kids an experience that they will see different jobs, different careers, and that person's, or if it's a group of people, their path on how they got there. They dress for success on this day, so you'll notice the kids were dressed up. That's every day we have a symposium. They dress up. We ask them to act more like professionals, that this is something that they need to raise the bar of their standards of dress and their how they act.
Wow, guys.
He's dressed up with somewhere to go.
That looks nice.
Tumulty taught math for 10 years and was an associate principal at Union High School. She then became coordinator of the Flex Academy and IQ Academy before coming to Gila High. She says it was an honor to be named the first principal of the new school.
Not many people get to build a school, design the programs, pick everything from the furnishings to the teachers and the staff in general, that it was a huge honor to be able to do that.
The Evergreen District's IQ Academy program also has a new principal this year. Tilly Meyer is overseeing the online school from new offices at Gila High School. Karen Weintraub is the new principal of Flex Academy, the Evergreen District's unique program for homeschooled kids. And the new director of the Clark County Skills Center is Carrie Duffy. She had been serving as the school's assistant director under Dennis Campy, who retired this year. All of these new principals have hit the ground running this school year and are already making a mark at their new schools.
I think it's fun. I think that's one of the things I really like about my job is working with kids.
I have students come up to me in the hallway in the community that, hey, Mr. Brown, how you doing? And it makes you feel good because they really want to know how you're doing.
The kids get me going and keep me going. You can walk into a class and be reminded in an instant why you're here and why you do what you do and why what you do matters.
I couldn't ask to be at a better place than here. It's amazing the work that's being done.